Hello, I'm Sandy Potter.
I'm Michael L., and welcome to Ageless Living. We're happy to join you once again from our home studios as we continue to stay home and stay safe.
And during this pandemic, we've all been looking for new ways to stay informed and entertained while at home. From virtual classes to educational seminars and social events, staying connected has taken on a whole new meaning.
That's right, and AARP has put together a wonderful array of daily programs and events with something for everyone. So we thought it would be great to find out more.
Yes, I was honored to speak with AARP Connecticut Volunteer State President Tia Murphy to learn about the many resources available to older adults online. Let's take a look at our virtual discussion. Hello, Tia, and thank you so much for joining us here on Ageless Living.
Well, hi, thank you so much for having me. It's my pleasure to be here and talk a little bit about one of my favorite subjects, AARP Connecticut.
It's delightful to have you. The AARP has so many facets to it, from lobbying for causes that affect older adults to providing educational and entertainment opportunities. Can you tell us who is eligible to be a member and what kinds of services and benefits do members have access to?
Oh, great question. Well, our community is anyone over the age of 50. So if you're over the age of 50, you can join us. And if you go to aarp.org, you can see both member benefits, things that are specific to just our members, as well as a wide variety of offerings that we have, information, programs that are available to anyone, whether you're a member or not. But as a member, everybody always thinks of us in terms of discounts and insurance, right? But we're way more than that. And some of the kind, we have a program that we call Movies for Grown-Ups, which is a fun thing because it's for anyone over the age of 50, a kind of film that people might like to see. And they're pretty family friendly. So it's something you could see with other people, but kind of a subject matter that would be a little more of interest to a more mature audience. And by mature, I mean older. There are most of our programs, however, are available to non-members as well. So if you go to that website and you click on, it will ask you what state you're in, you can click on Connecticut and you will get all the programming that we have that's specific to Connecticut. We do a lot here, as well as programs that are put out by AARP, our national organization. But I do want to say this, and this is something that people get a little confused. AARP is a nonpartisan organization. We don't take a political side one way or the other. We are advocates and passionate advocates for the 50 plus community. So any of the kinds of financial security, fraud protection, healthcare issues that affect that population is really our focus. But a lot of the programs that we have, you don't have to be a member to access them. A lot of times you do have to register, and that's just because right now with Zoom and all the other virtual programs, you have a limit. So we need to know just how many people are there. But other than that, a lot of our programming is available to everybody, and it's free. It's what we do as part of our public service.
That is wonderful. You certainly have a lot going on, and especially during this pandemic, your team has really put together an impressive calendar of online offerings. I was astounded when I saw everything you have going on. They look fantastic. Tell us about some of those virtual things that you have to offer to everyone.
Sure. Well, one of the things that we realized very quickly was the basic programs that we normally do in person, that we can come out to an organization and present with our volunteers. And I do need to put a plug in for our volunteers because they're fantastic. They're the people who are doing all of the running the Zoom, running the PowerPoints, and making the actual presentations themselves. So a lot of our programming is that. But one of the things, so we very quickly, when the pandemic hit, we kind of shifted focus, or pivoted, as we like to say, to help all of our volunteers be able to move from an live in person to a virtual platform, which we've done. So you can get fraud. We have a fraud protection program, Fraud Watch Network. We have caregiving programs. We have a program on choosing your electric supplier to help people make the right kind of choices, to make sure people are choosing wisely and getting all the benefits that we can. And we also have some things for the 50-plus job seeker, which it's interesting. We looked at our membership a little bit ago and realized that in the past, we always thought of AARP as being, if not exclusively, pretty much for people who had retired. But what we found was, yeah, our members between 50 and 65 may well still be working, but we found a ton of our members over the age of 65 who are continuing to work. And that's for a variety of reasons. So we wanted to make sure that if people wanted to work, they were up to date on what were the best job-seeking tools that could be made available to them. But then we also realized, it's not just that you want things that inform you about what's going on. We need some fun, right? So we came up with our virtual university. We just did a series with Dr. Henry Lee, who is a very famous forensic scientist. And we did a whole series of programs on forensics. And so, all those cybercrime forensic kinds of things. Well, we ran a series of programs that had these professors come on from the University of New Haven and actually do a presentation as though you were one of their class, an actual class. So that was incredible. We're also going to have some things on a couple of different programs on different subjects, one of which is a Near Eastern Asian program that we're going to be doing in the next couple of weeks. So you got to watch the website. Yes, as I said, a lot of times you do have to register, but that doesn't mean you're paying anything. It just means we have your name and we have an email, because if something happens and we needed to reschedule, we have a way of communicating with you. And people are just, we have lots and lots of things for people of all different interests.
Yeah, absolutely. When I was looking at the list, I said, wow, they have something for everybody on here. This is fantastic. Yeah,
pretty much.
Wonderful job you're all doing putting that together. And you were speaking so highly of your volunteers. And I know you're always looking for new volunteers as well. And there are ways, as you say, that people are getting involved even while staying home and being socially distanced. What can people do if they're interested in finding out about volunteer opportunities with the AARP?
Well, you can always, once again, I know I keep plugging the website, but you can always go to the website, and there is a section there when it talks about volunteering, and you can sign up that way. We also have one of our staff members, and it's interesting. Our staff and our volunteers work hand in hand with each other on providing these programs and reaching out into community. But we have an individual who is very focused on volunteers. That's Elaine Werner. And Elaine does a fantastic job. You can email her and she can send you the information that you need to apply and tell you a little bit more about what it takes to be an AARP volunteer, what kind of opportunities are available to you, and how you can get involved. And that's one of the really nice things about volunteering with AARP. You can decide how much or how little you want to volunteer, but there's so many different ways of doing it. And typically what we find is people will come in because a particular program piqued their interest, or there's something they wanted to do, or they were advocates, let's say, on caregiving or this issue of nursing homes. They've been very impactful and interested in that. they'll get involved because of that, and then the next thing you know, they're doing many different things, because we're always looking at different ways that we can reach out into the community. And people find that maybe they never thought about running a Zoom chat before, and they can do it. And suddenly here's a whole new world and a whole new set of experiences and capabilities, and a whole group of people that they've never met before. I've met people that I know, had I not been a volunteer with AARP, I never would have met them, and that was great. It's been fantastic.
That sounds like a great opportunity. Thank you so much, Gia, for sharing all of this information with us today. And thank you for all that you're doing to help us all stay connected as well.
Well, thank you. And we really appreciate the opportunity. Do go out to aarp.org/Connecticut and find out more about our different programs. Join us on a couple of things. Again, our programs are also open to anybody. So you don't have to be an AARP member, and you don't have to be in that age group, because a lot of the information that we're providing is information that really goes to people. And one of the things that we really focus on is, how do we help people live their best lives possible at every age? And that's, who doesn't want to do that?
We love it. That's our focus here on Ageless Living as well. So we're so happy to have you today on our show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and stay well.
You too. Take care. Don't forget, wear your mask, wash your hands, and have some fun. Enjoy yourself.
Sounds good to me. You too.
And now, let's take a look at what's happening around Masonicare. Every day, more of our team members are receiving the COVID-19 vaccine, and everyone has their own reasons for getting vaccinated. Knowing this, the Masonicare Corporate Marketing Department is launching a campaign called This Is Why, which will consist of a series of commercials featuring Masonicare staff. Here are some behind-the-scenes pictures from the filming day last week. Stay tuned to a TV near you and our social media pages to see the finished videos. Congratulations to our memory care staff members at Masonicare at Ashler Village, who have successfully completed the Purple Flag for Dementia Care program from the Connecticut Assisted Living Association. Purple Flag for Dementia Care is an accreditation program developed to enhance the quality of services provided to individuals living with Alzheimer's disease and other dementias, and the Masonicare Memory Care team is proud to be the second facility in the state to have completed this program.
Thank you so much for joining us for another virtual edition of Ageless Living.
We look forward to bringing you more stories about living well as we take this journey together.
And until next time, stay well and remember, be ageless. Bye.